What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for the starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's Premier Sports Cup quarter-final at Celtic Park against Raith Rovers. We come into this one obviously off the back of two defeats, one to Betis and one to Livingston on Sunday. Really disappointing game on Sunday. We just don't seem to have the answers to go there and play against Livingston. It's not really good enough. I expected a much better tempo, a much better intensity from the team. Good to see the manager be honest about that, though. I think a lot of the time last season we listened to a manager tell us that we hadn't really played that badly, but I thought Ange Postecoglou was really honest with the way the team approached the game being wrong, and that being the type of game that you can't just play yourself into. You need to be up for it, and you need to play at the right intensity for the word go. So massively disappointing for us, but I think tomorrow's a good opportunity at home in a cup tie, a semi-final place awaiting for the team to get back to playing at that tempo and that intensity that we've seen from them at home so far this season. We can't underestimate Raith Rovers or take them lightly. They did eliminate Aberdeen in the last round, so we've got to be at it tomorrow. But as I say, it's a good opportunity for the team to get back to form ahead of Sunday's game against Dundee United, because next week is a massive week for us. At home to Leverkusen next Thursday night, and then away to Pittodrie in the league. Those are two massive games for us, and we've got to go into them with some form of momentum again, because these two defeats last week have kind of taken the wind out our sails, because with the home form last month we were really upbeat, but this has brought us back down to earth the last couple of games, and the team have got to get back to some decent form. Before we get to the team, I have to tell you about our sponsors for this video, OneFootball. The OneFootball app has everything you need from a football app. You can get line-up notifications for all Celtic's games as soon as the teams are announced on match days. You can get goal alerts from games from all around the world if you want to keep tabs on different games, different league tables. You can find them all on there. You can get the Celtic news sent straight to your phone as soon as it breaks as well, and you can add a widget to your home screen to keep tabs on Celtic's next fixture, who it's against, what the kick-off time is, all of that sort of stuff. You can download the OneFootball app by clicking the link in the description of this video. It's free to download wherever you get your apps on your phone, and it's a great way for you to support the channel. So if you haven't downloaded it already, click the link below and get involved. So we'll start with the team then. In goals, I don't expect Joe Hart to change. I think the more games he plays and gets under his belt, with a relatively consistent defensive front of him, the better. I don't see any benefit in giving Bainer Barkas game time in this cup tie. The back four, I think a couple of times recently I've said Valsson will play right back, and then he hasn't been involved. I think tomorrow is another game though where I think Valsson should play. I think he can consider himself hard done to not to be involved at the weekend. Bolingoli being in the lineup was a big surprise for everyone. I'd have liked to have seen Juranovic maybe play at left back. I'm not saying Bolly was bad, but I think Juranovic might have been better suited at left back, and Valsson could have played on the right hand side, because Valsson has got the qualities you associate with needing at that game against Livingston. But anyway, I think he'll play tomorrow, Anthony Valsson. At centre half, I'm going to keep the combination of Carter Vickers and Stephen Welsh. At left back, I think Adam Montgomery might come in for this one. Again, we're yet to really pin him down as to whether he's a left winger or a left back. He's played in both positions so far this season. He's another one who impressed and done pretty well against Betis under the circumstances, so I think he's almost due a start in this one. Whether we'll see Bolly again, I don't know. I don't think we'll see Liam Scales yet. I know that a lot of you are probably watching this video thinking the manager's got to make some changes. We're at home to Raith Rovers in the Cup. But I don't think we're in a position where we can be making 5-6 changes and giving games to some of the younger players or some debutants. I just don't think we're in that position after losing back-to-back games. So I don't think there'll be too many changes to the team. I think Montgomery will be at left back. James McCarthy came in for a lot of stick after Sunday's performance. He doesn't look quite up to speed yet at all. I know it's a signing that we're all slightly worried about, given his age, given his injury history. Given the length of contract that he's got. I know there was rumours in the press that Ange Postecoglou wasn't really involved in bringing him to the club, and that it might have been a signing that was kind of given to him by someone else in the club. I wonder who that could be. How much you read into them, I don't know. How much credibility you give them, we don't know. But I think if we're to judge James McCarthy, he's going to need a run of games. Callum McGregor isn't back yet, so I think he'll play in that deep line position in midfield tomorrow. Hopefully a much better game for him, not on a plastic surface. And as I say, we've just got to hope that as the games go by, if he can get a run of games with McGregor out of the team, that he can find a bit of form. In front of the midfield, I would like to change the combination, Turnbull and Vogic, but I just don't see the options for doing that. We don't have any depth in that area of the squad. I think both of them on Sunday were poor, really poor, not suited to that fixture at all, I don't think. Turnbull in particular turns over the ball for the goal that we concede, and I just don't think they've got enough physicality and pace about them for what you need in that game against Livingston. I think that those are the qualities that we really lack in that area of the pitch, and as I say, we just don't have any alternatives in there. On the right hand side, I expect Abada to continue there. He was really poor on Sunday, I thought, Lil Abada. Back from being out of the team against Betis, but he was just on the periphery, got in behind once or twice, but his final ball was really, really poor. That kind of goes for Jota on the other side as well, but I expect a much better performance from Abada if he does start tomorrow night. I'm going to go with Jota on the left-hand side, again, much the same as Abada. Got into some relatively promising crossing positions, did nothing with it. Final delivery was really poor all day across the whole team, but I think particularly in those wide areas. And up top, I'm going to go Albion Ayeti. The manager says Giakoumakis is training and will be involved, but probably not fit to start. And Kyogo not back yet either, so Ayeti really is the only option up there. That's the team that I think the manager will go with tomorrow. Whether we'll see 4 or 5 changes, I just don't think we're in a position to do that. I know that you guys will be in the comments screaming that we want to see Scale start and we'd like to see a lot of changes throughout the team off the back of those 2 defeats last week, but I don't think we'll see too many, and that's the team that I think he'll go with. So like this video, you can put your comments in the comments box below. Who do you think will start? How many changes do you think we'll see? And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow outside the stadium for all the normal full-time reaction as well. Cheers.